If Drake was sitting across from you right now, not as an artist, but as your personal financial advisor, what would he say? YOLO? Probably not. He'd look you in the eye and say something like, stop flexing like you're rich. Start moving like you're building an empire. Drake went from a broke actor on Degrassi to a music mogul worth over $250 million. And no, he didn't get there just off bars and hooks. He got there because he treats his money like a business, not a bank account. Most people in their 20s are building a lifestyle they can't afford, instead of building wealth they can't outlive. This isn't a fan story, it's a money blueprint. And if you stick with me until the end, you'll walk away with Drake's 10 Commandment playbook for financial dominance in your 20s. So yeah, you might not have a Billboard hit, but after this video, your bank account might start singing a different tune. Drake didn't start in a penthouse. He grew up in a single-parent household in Toronto. Money, tight, options, limited. He got his break as Jimmy Brooks on Degrassi. But here's the twist. He wasn't just acting, he was stacking. Instead of blowing his first checks, Drake saved and reinvested in what would become his real career: music. Lesson number 1. Treat every paycheck like seed money, not spending money. Think about it. If Drake had spent all his Degrassi checks on chains and bottle service, he'd be on Love and Hip Hop, not the Forbes list. He reinvested in studio time, production, and mentorship, literally buying into his future self. That mindset, it's the foundation of long-term wealth. But how do you go from good with money to great? Drake's answer: build leverage, then multiply it. When Drake dropped Best I Ever Had, the world saw a hit, but behind the scenes, he was setting up a financial infrastructure. Drake partnered with Lil Wayne and Young Money not just for clout, but for strategic access. He used that momentum to start building equity, not just income. He launched OVO Sound, not just as a label, but as a brand. Then came OVO Clothing, collaborations with Nike, and even real estate. Lesson number 2, own equity. Don't just earn income. Ask yourself this: are you working for the paycheck, or are you building something that pays you when you're asleep? Drake didn't stop at music. He diversified. From investing in Virginia Black whiskey, to stakeholding in esports, 100 Thieves, to co-owning restaurants, he turned every dollar into an opportunity to scale. And here's where the average person gets it wrong. They focus on looking rich. Drake focused on getting rich quietly. Because when your bank account screams louder than your lifestyle, that's when you actually have power. But what about mistakes? Even Drake has had financial missteps, and one nearly cost him millions. In 2016, Drake reportedly lost out on millions by trusting the wrong people with the wrong deals. It was a wake-up call, and one that led him to build a tight circle of trusted advisors. From that point on, he treated his finances like a Fortune 500 company. Lesson number 3. Protect your money like it's a business, because it is. He brought on top-tier accountants, lawyers, and strategists. He delegated, audited, and optimized. That's how he made multi-million-dollar deals with Apple Music, Nike, and more, without burning out. If Drake needs a financial advisor, what makes you think you don't? Waiting until you make more money to get your financial life together? It's like waiting until you're sick to start eating healthy. Too late. And the craziest part? Drake still lives below his means. He doesn't own 20 cars. He doesn't need 12 houses. He understands one thing most of us miss. Wealth isn't about what you show. It's about what you keep. And what he keeps doing consistently is the one financial habit every 20-year-old should steal immediately. If Drake was your financial advisor, here's what he'd say: get your ego out of your wallet. Invest in your talent like your life depends on it, because it does. Or trade short-term flex for long-term freedom. He'd tell you that you don't need $1 million to start building wealth. You need a plan, consistency, and a reason bigger than impressing strangers. Drake's not winning because he's lucky. He's winning because he plays the money game like chess, 3 moves ahead. So here's your next move. Don't just watch the lifestyle, build yours, brick by brick, decision by decision, dollar by dollar. Because YOLO, that's the excuse broke people use. Real bosses build for the long haul. If you're ready to build a financial life even Drake would respect, subscribe to Finsphere. We drop weekly money moves to help you grow wealth in your 20s and live free in your 30s. Because you don't need a record deal. You just need the right mindset and the right playbook.